This morning on Daybreak, 20 homes formerly owned by 417 Rentals were auctioned off yesterday, leaving a family to wonder what's next.
And a new program looks to make life easier on first-time home buyers by helping with down payments and closing costs.
Plus, today is the start of trout season. That's a live look right there. Hannah Zettel's at Bennett Springs State Park as well, where Governor Parson will start things up in 30 minutes. Got all that coming up on Daybreak.
It looks like the back of the governor's head right there.
I was just about to say that. I think that's what that was.
I think that's Governor Parson. Yeah, welcome into Daybreak this morning. It's Friday, March 1st. I'm Lauren Barnes.
I'm Joe Morano, and of course, everyone is out there ready to get that trout, but what they have to do is bundle up, right?
Yeah, staying inside there for a second until it's time.
Yeah, meteorologist Elisa Raffa has been telling us it'll be not bad once the sun's out today, and, you know, it'll warm up a little bit, but if you're out there right now, it's going to be cold.
I didn't realize that it was the first day of trout season until I came in this morning, and then I was like, wow, forecasting snow. And we're starting the fishing. We're a little conjointed and confused
That's
today.
Missouri, yeah.
We'll check in with Hannah in just a minute. What do you have for us now?
Dry roads out there this morning. It's 27 degrees in Branson. We've got some cloud cover and these temperatures a little bit chilly, but things are way quieter than they were yesterday. We've got some fog and mist out there this morning. It is 3 miles visibility in Branson right now. Just a couple of clouds, but again, things much quieter out there. It's 26 in Springfield, 27 in Branson, and 24 in Rolla. You'll have a thin layer of like frozen mist or a little bit of ice on the windshield in the morning as you head out the door, so give yourself another 1 to 2 minutes just to get rid of that. Dry conditions through the afternoon, again much smoother than yesterday. We're starting out with some cloud cover this morning, a temperature of 24 degrees, mostly cloudy skies by dismissal, and 45. That's warmer than yesterday, but still below average. Winter storm watches are posted for the weekend. They go until 6 p.m. Saturday until 6 p.m. Sunday. We're looking at accumulating snow, not only likely, but we could have significant snow totals, especially in central Missouri. Details on the timing and totals of this snow, we've got you covered in 10 minutes.
Yeah, and it will be cold this weekend. Not as bad today. Still, none of it will matter to those dedicated anglers in the Ozarks.
Not at all. You saw a brief look at how busy it is out there. It's opening day of trout season. That's where Hannah Zettel is. We know those sirens go off in about 30 minutes, but Hannah, what are you up to so far?
Good morning, Lauren and Joe. Like you said, we are out here at Bennett Springs State Park right before the trout season begins, which will start today and run through October. Governor Mike Parson just got here. He's going to speak in just a little while. He's also going to be sounding that horn, which starts the season. And it's cold today, but that's not stopping these anxious anglers from getting out there and catching that trout this season. As I said, it's pretty cold out there, but there's already tons of people here. I'll have some more details later on once the people are actually getting here and getting ready, and once that horn is sounded. We'll be back in a little bit, but for now, back to you guys.
Looking forward to it, Hannah. Thank you. Now a story that's your right to know. 20 homes previously managed by Chris Gatley, the owner of 417 Rentals, were up for sale yesterday on the Greene County Courthouse steps.
Those homes were foreclosed on after Gatley declared bankruptcy. Gatley is still recovering after being shot on January 27th. No charges have been filed in that shooting, and as for his properties, Gatley owes more than $19 million to 13 different banks for loans related to those properties.
Because of that debt, almost 40 properties were auctioned off this week, and yesterday 20 homes and 14 went to Mid-Missouri Bank. One of those 14 belonged to a couple that was ready to spend any amount that they could to save their place where they've been for years.
Color 10's Jesse Inman caught up with them and has that story.
Does anyone wish to make a bid in excess of that?
We came with what we have. We got a little bit more setback. We would have went a little higher.
Knowing the home they rent was up for auction, Bridget Reed and Stephen Jackson were prepared to put a bid in.
The bank jumping on it like they did, there's just no way that we could have overcome that.
When Mid-Missouri Bank put down $25,000 on their home, they knew.
It was over right then. I thought kind of with the condition of the house, they would kind of know where that's at and, you know, lower the expectations just a little bit. $25,000 for that property, the house is falling apart literally.
About 3 years ago, the couple needed housing in a short time frame without great credit. 417 Rental got them into this home in West Springfield, but the conditions were not at all what they expected on move-in day.
They don't keep anything up, they don't fix it, so that's all been on us since we've been there.
The couple says the day they moved in, it was filthy, infested with bugs, and had holes in the walls. But Stephen invited us over.
How's it going?
Okay.
to show us the hard work they've put into making this house a home. There are 4 kids and 4 adults sharing 1 bathroom and 2 bedrooms. 3 if you count the garage they turned into a room for their daughter and grandkids.
We've been putting the sheetrock up. Before we put that up there, you could look straight up through to the outside.
Jackson says they had work to do when they got here, including fixing the walls.
Over here is a bedroom. It had holes in the wall. We fixed that and we let the kids paint.
He says they haven't been able to get anyone to fix their plumbing.
The toilet, for some reason, it gets plugged up. You got to plunger it. Sometimes it'll come back up and come up in the tub.
And when the heat went out earlier this winter, they waited weeks for repair. In the meantime,
so we had to do what we had to do, but we still paid the rent. I would like to have tried to buy it. That's why we was there today. We were going to bid on it. And like I told the better half, we could take our time and fix it like we've been doing, but it'd be ours.
But for now, they wait to see what happens next.
That was our Jesse Inman reporting. Cullerton also spoke with Andrew Moore, Director of Marketing at Mid-Missouri Bank. He says they're sympathetic to the situations of people like Bridget and Stephen. The couple says they spoke to the bank at the auction as well and were told they may be able to apply for financing to own the home, but that the house will be left open until next Friday and possibly sold to the highest bidder.
First-time home buyers may now be eligible for financial help for down payments and closing costs. The funds are a loan amount up to $5,000 without interest and will be forgiven over a 10-year span. Now, the goal of the program is to support home ownership, strengthen neighborhoods, and also take advantage of the resources that the city has to offer. Eligibility for households with incomes less than 80% of the median Springfield income is what applies there. Bob Jones says they've been working with a lot of neighborhood associations in town, and they prefer to have owners rather than renters.
And this is a good way to do it because a lot of times folks want to buy a home, but they just haven't been able to save up enough money for a down payment. And this bridges that gap so that they can be able to buy a home and enjoy home ownership and contribute to the neighborhood and stabilize the neighborhood with their presence.
Now, the price of a home can't be more than $130,000 and has to be located in a target area. To see a map of that, visit ozarksfirst.com. We do want to check back in with Hannah Zettel, who's out at Bennett Springs State Park today. That's
for the start of trout season here in just about 20 minutes, and the governor is expected to speak in just a few minutes as well. Hannah, what's going on out there?
Good morning, guys. Yes, the governor is here. He just stepped outside again, but he's going to be here in about 20 minutes to do those opening remarks and sound the horn to kind of start the season, which runs now through October. People are already gathering here. They're anxious to see him, to hear him talk, for the season to start ultimately. I've seen little kids running around asking if they can take the day off school. And actually the governor's right here. You can see people are so excited for this, and it's going to be an exciting morning, that's for sure. And the early hours and the cold weather isn't stopping anybody. They're so excited. As I said, little kids are begging their parents to stay home from school, and it's already kind of so exciting in here and kicking off. But we'll be back in a little bit with more.
Well, Hannah, we do need to let you know, we do need to ask now, how crowded was it? I know you're inside right now, but how many people did you see out there as you were pulling up this morning?
Oh, there's already like a couple hundred people here, and it's not even started yet. So I'm sure there's going to be even more coming, and there's also kickoff parties across the state because it is such an exciting tradition for Missouri. And I'm not from Missouri, but even I know about how important trout season is to people of the Ozarks.
If you didn't before, you certainly do today, Hannah. Yeah, I'm just amazed by how crowded it is in there. And at first I thought it might be people just trying to stay warm, but it's really just that big of a deal.
Yes, that's definitely for sure. It's very crowded in here already.
You're out there with our photographer, Gerald. Can you guys bring me some dinner, please?
Yeah, I'm going to have Gerald run outside and catch you a trout because I can tell he loves that. We were talking today about how we can't wait for boat season and fishing season. So I'll have him do that for you, Joe.
Gerald's great out on the boat. I know we're all looking forward to some better weather.
Yeah.
You guys, though, I don't know if you can do that. You probably don't have a fishing permit yet.
Ooh, that's right.
Don't get him in trouble, Joe.
I know, we don't have our permits.
And you looked at what it takes to get out there and be able to do that, right?
Yeah, you'll need a fishing permit today, which is $7 for Missouri residents or non-residents, either way. And then it just depends on the circumstance. You might also need a trout permit if you're heading out there as well.
Yes, and I've already seen people with their permits. Some have them like tacked to their hats, so they're out, they're ready, and everyone's doing it by the book out here.
All right, Hannah, we'll check back in with you in a little bit. Let us know what Governor Parson says as well. Thanks very much. It's going to be exciting out there. Just about 20 minutes away from opening all that, right?
Yep, it sure is. And Elisa's going to have your weather up next. She's got a little preview for us, too.
Yeah, winter storm watches are in effect for the weekend. We've got to talk about snow. First day of fishing season definitely doesn't feel like it. How much snow to expect and timing, all of that right after the break.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.